Hello everyone, I am the Lonely Hunter and we are playing some Battlefield 4. We are inside the beta and yes, I will follow this game. I will try to post some Battlefield 4 videos here and there like I did with Medal of Honor Warfighter, because I followed Medal of Honor Warfighter from the early stages, from the first beta that popped up on the Xbox 360, and this is what I decided to do for Battlefield 4 as well. So there are a lot of things to talk about, there is a lot of speculation, a lot of feedback to be given as well, and you will see that I am playing Conquest at the beginning of this video. There are two modes in this beta. The first one is Conquest, which is the huge mode where you will use vehicles and you will act like a badass most of the time, because there are not so many engagements to be had, and you will have a more fun time, you know, seeing the destruction all over and seeing all those vehicles, the jets, everything like that. So there is also the other mode, the Domination, which is a more action-packed mode with players running and gunning, and you will see that in this gameplay there are not so many action-packed moments, and this is because I decided to show everything that there is in this beta. Well, I didn't show parachuting, but I will show the Mission Impossible jumps for you to cap flags like this one right here, and I will also show you the use of elevators and all those things that there are in Battlefield 4, because in Battlefield 4 there are also some interactive objects, and this is the thing that I really like: the closed doors of the elevators, the containers, and other things like the lighting inside the buildings, and this makes the game more interactive with the players. Now, there are three striking differences that you will notice when you jump into Battlefield 4. The first one being that the controls are tighter this time around. The controls are better, and you will notice that considerable difference when you had Crysis 2 and when you moved to Crysis 3. You know that Crysis 2 had a bit clunkier controls, and then when you moved to Crysis 3 you noticed that the controls were tighter. This is what happens right here. Also, there is less suppression. When you had Battlefield 3, you could complain about suppression sometimes because you were getting shot and your vision was all blurry, you couldn't really fight back. Now you have the opportunity to fight back, and that's a good thing in my opinion, because I personally like it. It might take some of the realism out of the game, because they really wanted to bring realism, they really wanted to show how you feel when you are getting shot at, but I believe that it was just an overreaction back then in Battlefield 3, and it is good to be fixed right here. And the third thing is that right now there is momentum sprinting in the game, which makes a huge difference, because you start off slow and then you accelerate as you go, and as you are gathering speed you are able to do some jumps, you are able to mantle objects, and sometimes this will be helpful, because mantling over objects is crucial sometimes to avoid some enemies, but sometimes it can be fatal, because you will find yourself in situations where you will not be able to exit the sprinting animation. You will be caught sprinting and you will be sprayed down by your opponents, so be sure to look out for that. Now, there are different weapons, there are different classes to play around, and it is really nice because I am able to experiment with all of them, and I really enjoy the first weapons, the starting weapons that I get on the first levels, and I am pretty sure to try all of them, because there is nothing to make this class go at a disadvantage, and you will see several clips from Domination games right now, because I wanted to test out different classes, and you will see me use the heavy class, which is basically the support class that you get in this game with the LMG. It is pretty great for slower gameplay if you want to slow down your game and be more accurate with your opponents, because this gun, the LMG that you get to use on the support class, is really powerful, but it could be highly inaccurate, so you gotta take a look at that. You gotta pay attention to your bullets, where they are going, and generally in Battlefield games you have to be there with your bullets, you have to be on par with everybody else in terms of accuracy if you want to compete at least, and there are also other classes that are great. great. There is also the engineer class, which is good for hip firing, for spraying when you want to run around, and the sniping class, which is the recon basically. And in this one you can do pretty great things sniping around. Now for quick scoping, it is possible in really close range, but you might get some hit markers sometimes. So these are my first thoughts and impressions of the beta. There are a lot of things to discuss later on, and we will have time to discuss everything together, so stay tuned for more videos. I will be playing the beta throughout. I'll see you guys later. I am out. Peace!